What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Hooded Hero, back at you once again with another comic video. This is my first hotel stop. I'm at training in Spartanburg, South Carolina, getting ready to kick off another BMW tour. I've had experience with it in the past, in a new position, a lot better position, and I'm excited for it. And I do have an idea while I'm on the road that was actually suggested by Boston Chris, aka Buckshot 33. Shout out to you, brother. If you haven't seen his channel, go check him out. And that was on the live show last night with We Love Comics and Company, episode 4. So if you haven't checked We Love Comics, go subscribe to him as well. A little bit more on that idea after I'm done with this, but the video is more about a top 10 most wanted titles personally. First, we're going to start off. I'm going to tell you what I'm picking up at my local comic shop. Shout out to Villainous Lair in San Diego. Right now, I'm picking up SpiderMan by Brian Michael Bendis. That's the one with Miles Morales. So not Amazing Spider-Man, but Spider-Man. The Ultimates, awesome book so far. I mean, Galactus. The Ultimates are probably the most powerful team in the Marvel Prime Universe right now. Major force behind what is going on in that universe. It affects it big time. A-Force, the all-females Avengers group, it's pretty good so far. That includes She-Hulk, Dazzler, Medusa, Sister Grimm, Captain Marvel, and a new character they introduced during the Secret Wars event called the Singularity. And Sister Grimm, if more commonly known as Nico Monaru of the Runaways, the old Runaways. I'm picking up Invincible Iron Man. You already know. Black Panther. Haven't read it yet, but I mean, it had raving reviews. I mean, everyone was looking forward to it before it even came out. And Moon Knight. Everyone says Moon Knight is really good. Still haven't read that, but those are the titles I'm picking up right now. I'm also picking up. I decided to pick up, and I believe it's only a 4-part series. It's Avengers Standoff, and that includes Avengers Standoff title Alpha, Avengers Standoff title Omega, and that runs into Captain America numbers 7 and 8. I do have Avengers Standoff Alpha, and I have Captain America number 7, so I have to pick up Omega and number 8. Those are the ongoing issues. So let's roll into my top 10 most wanted titles. Now, these are titles that in years past I've been looking to collect, haven't gone around to it, and some of them are more recent. So yeah, let's get into it. If you can't, I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can make it out. All right, so top 10. Number 1, we have Miracle Man. Miracle Man, number 1 through 16. That's a 2014 run. First issue cover by Joe Quesada. I don't know about you guys, but I really like Joe Quesada's art when he does do some. Again, Miracle Man is a really old character. He was originally named Marvel Man back in the 80s, I believe. And then somehow that title fell off. It was a British title. Really copied off of the old Shazam back in the 70s. Because I guess Shazam was really, or Captain Marvel at the time, was really popular in the UK, and something happened where that stopped going there, and so a small publishing company said, "Hey, why don't we make our own hero?" And he was literally a copy of Marvel Man. But then another gentleman, Alan. Shoot, I'm forgetting his name. Alan. Well, you know what? Alan Moore ended up picking it up later, and he completely turned around the story. Well, not completely, but he made it into a mature story, and all I've heard was good things about it. Plus, the number 1 issue. I would love to collect instead of the volume. I would love to collect the single issues, 1 through 16. Number 1 is Awesome by Joe Quesada. It's kind of like Miracle Man just standing there, glowing eyes, kind of looking down on the issue. Pretty dope. Number 2, this one is probably in no specific order, by the way. Number 2 is an issue or a title that I've been looking to get for a long time. And if there's one thing about me, I love to find these titles in comic stores, especially when I'm traveling. Like in my experience of traveling and such, I go to all different kinds of comic stores. It's just fun to do. I would love to find, if you didn't read it, I would love to find X-Men Onslaught. I would love to find it in single issues if I can. Collectors probably have most of those, but the complete Onslaught epic, volumes 1 through 4. That's a title that I've researched in years past, and just the whole premise of the story. That was right before Heroes Reborn, or a little while before Heroes Reborn. Obviously, Franklin Richards, had them all in his pocket, remade the universe, kind of thing. But yeah, I've been looking for that for a very long time. That's probably, if I had to order these, in order of importance, I would probably say that's number 1 for sure. Number 3 is Saga. You guys saw me showcase that in another video. Saga volumes 3 through 6, and that's still an ongoing series by Image. You guys know how I feel about that one. Just a really gripping and really immersing story. Number 4 is Preacher. Books. Now volumes, books 3 through 6. I have 1 and 2. You guys saw in my previous video. Another gripping story. It definitely puts you on the edge of your seat in terms of not the language that they use, but just the story itself. You're just kind of like, wow, this is some crazy shit. Number 5 is a title that is, I guess, from what I understand, arguably one of the best runs and one of the best titles that is ongoing and has been ongoing for a long time now. That's Invincible, another one by Image, number 1 through 129. So I have a lot to catch up on there. But yeah, I just hear good things about Invincible all the time from different friends and whatnot. Number 6, fairly recent, Superior Iron Man, number 1 through 9. You guys know I'm an Iron Man fan. What really takes me toward that title is I get the Endosim armor. I want to find out how it works exactly, more than I already know, and I just want to see how he was different with everyone, because I believe this was after the Axis storyline where heroes were converted into villains, personality wise, I guess, and vice versa. And when everything went back to normal, Tony Stark found a way to keep himself the way he was, and that's just obviously something different. And to my knowledge, from what I understand, watching other YouTube channels and listening to other comic fans, is that this is the Tony Stark that we originally got when he was first introduced. Like, really kind of a dick and just did what he want, kind of thing. But I want to see for myself and see how it went. So number 7, Superior Spider-Man, issues 13 through 33. So I was lucky enough. Well, let me start out by saying I'm sure some of you know that Superior Spider-Man, how that ended up happening was, I'm forgetting what storyline it was exactly, but Peter Parker Spider-Man got into a big brawl with Doc Ock, and at the end of it, Doc Ock's body ended up dying, but not before he was able to transfer his consciousness into the body of Peter Parker. So I got that. Yes, no, I got that right. Doc Ock's body died, but he transferred his consciousness into the body of Peter Parker, and so essentially, Otto Octavius was Peter Parker in form, and he became Spider-Man. Essentially, he felt like he had to keep up, so people won't be suspicious. He had to be a hero, and that's the adventure he went on. I was successful at getting the collected issues, actually 1 through 12, at a con 2 years ago, I believe. And that was, that story was awesome. It stopped just before, I believe, 2 issues before he got the black and red suit with the mechanical spider legs coming out. So I'm really looking forward to how he came out with that design. Number 8 is recent as well. Secret Wars. I would love to get the single issues 1 through 9, and that's the Secret Wars, the 2015 run that went on, not the one in the 80s. I've watched videos by Comics Explained, and I'm telling you again, that guy is just awesome. And like I believe I said in my first video, I'm a guy that will listen to spoilers and still be absolutely excited about what's going on. So I listen to all of the review videos for Secret Wars, and that story just is so cool. And I mean, I don't want to get into it, but it's something I'm looking forward to getting for sure. Number 9 is another recent one, Infinity, numbers 1 through 6, only 6 issues there. 2013, Thanos and his, I believe it was the Black Order, came to Earth and got into a brawl with the Inhuman, or at least, King Black Bolt, or Blackagar Boltagon. By the way, sad to hear that Inhumans got pushed back to Phase 4, but at least we know it got pushed back instead of completely off the slate. But yeah, Infinity 1 through 6. I believe Thanos came to Earth. He's looking for his son, along with something else. I believe there's 2 storylines going on there that are intertwining, but obviously a play on the Infinity Gauntlet somehow, or at least I want to read it. And yeah, I couldn't exactly think of another. I was actually struggling after Invincible. I was struggling. After number 5, after Invincible, I was struggling a bit to think of other titles that I really, really want. But so 6 through 9 are ones that I just want to have in my collection. I really want to just read, I guess. Number 10, I left open to your suggestion. I thought it'd be fun, instead of slaving myself thinking about what am I going to put there, or just looking through, browsing the web and looking to see what I might want. I thought I'd leave it up to you guys, my subscribers, my commenters, my viewers. Tell me in the comments what books you suggest. What are titles you might be reading currently? What are some older titles? I'm not a big collector of really, really old issues, or valued. Yeah, I'll just say old issues. I'm more into the current stuff, but absolutely, if there's something essential, from the past, as an Iron Man fan or as an Avengers fan, that you think I should have or should collect, let me know down below. And so my idea, as you know, I told you I'm traveling. I'll be on the West Coast a little bit. I'll be in the Midwest a little bit. So the idea came up by Buckshot 33 that to record videos while I'm visiting different shops. Now, I remember thinking to myself, okay, how am I going to do all these videos when I'm going to be traveling, and normally I don't collect a ton when I'm traveling because I don't have enough space to put them anywhere. I mean, I could ship them home, but what's the point if I want to read them, kind of thing, you know? But Buckshot 33, aka Boston Chris, came up with the idea like, hey, he said he would do it, and then I said, you know what? I'm already here. Why not? And he said, yeah, man. You know, gave me his blessing, I guess. But I'll be at different shops, and obviously I'll ask their permission if I could go in and review the shop, show you guys what it's about, what's going on, how it looks, maybe get an interview with the owner or some of the employees that work there. And I think that'd be something that you guys would enjoy. I know I would enjoy the process of being there, and yeah, it'd just be a fun time, you know. So that's it for this video. Like, share, subscribe. Tell all your friends, tell your family, tell your grandma. You know. By the way, happy birthday to my grandmother, Margarita Mendez. I love you. Happy birthday, abuela.